Hello everybody, let's jump into today's video and let's start with the tutorial. Okay, so I'll go here and then these are the stuff that we are going to use. I'll double click on this one. This is the text we are also going to use. Let's step into Photoshop and then I'm going to go to file menu, go to new, and then I'm going to use this dimension. Okay, I'm going to set it to pixels because I intend to print it, and then I'm going to set here to 720. Let me type there 720, and then over here at the height I'm going to use 1512, and then I'm going to leave here at 72, and then here pixels, guys, remember pixels, RGB color here 8-bit here. I'll set here to color white, and then that is it. I'll click on create. Also, I like to go to view and I'll go to new guard layout because I want to set my guards. I'll click on the columns and I'll click on the rows and I'll set here to 4, and then I'll set here also to 4, and then here I'll just type 0 over here, type 0 over here as well, and then let's see, maybe let me click on the margin here. I'll give it 20 across board, and then I'll click on OK. Now Control 0, you want it to fit the screen nicely like this. The first thing we are going to do, guys, is with the name. I want to start with the name and everything over there, so I'm going to drag this. Okay, drag this into Photoshop, and then I'm going to release it over here, something like this, and then I'll drag it up a little bit. Now guys, remember this stuff we can always re-edit it because what we normally design is non-destructive editing. Okay, that means that you can always come back and come and work on the design again. Alright, so I'll leave it like this, put it in the group, and then I'll call the group name. Okay, and then over here I'll click on it, click over here on the new guard layer, on the layer over here like this, pick my text tool, and then I'll pick my horizontal type tool, then I'll type somewhere here. Okay, now I'll come here to my character. If you don't have character, go to Windows and go and look for character. Okay, it's going to pop up like that for you. We want to use the font Candlestick. I am going to leave CandleScript. I'm going to leave it in the description for you to download it. CandleScript, you can see over here. Now let's pick our text, Walaku, and then I'll paste it there. Now let's do the text editing. First let's work with the font size. All right, when we work with the font size, we're going to use 81. Let's see, it's quite big, you can see it clearly. We are also going to set here the tracking to 0. Now you can see it's nicely put like that. Also, what else can we work on? I think the color, we need to work on the color too, guys. What do you think? We can use red color for wedding like that. Red is normally used for funerals. 1750 and then 4C. Okay, so the person is using green, the person is using golden color and white as well. So we want to feature all these stuff in there because this is the colors that the person has, the person is using. So Walaku, I think Walaku is too big, guys. What do you think? Walaku is too big, and so let's push it in there like that. Okay, let's push it in there like that. Great. Click on your move tool and then move it there like that. Duplicate it and then drag it there like that, and then you want to go here and then pick Mauto. All right, now double click here and then paste it. Great, click on it. Nice. Now let's close this one. Control H to hide our lines, Control plus to zoom in so we can see the details well, and then you also want to maybe let's duplicate it. Okay, and let's type end over there like that. Click on your move tool and then hold shift and then drag it to the middle here somewhere like this. We want to use a particular font for it. We want to use My Right Pro. Okay, that's what we're going to use for it. And then let's also decrease the size drastically. Okay, so Control T and then let's decrease it like that. Let's try and put it in the middle. Okay, let's try and keep it in the middle of the entire thing. Now I want us to come here, our shapes over here, right click it and pick the ellipse tool, click on shift and then just drag and create a perfect circle for it. Okay, and then drag the circle underneath and double click the circle and pick the color we use for the Walaku. Also Also, you want to make sure that here the stroke is off. Great. Exactly like this. And then the walako, the end over here, the end symbol over there, we want to give it color white because we want it to stand out. We want it to be legible and feasible. Is it nicely feasible? Alright, so now it looks good. Now hold control and then click over here, guys. This part, click on it. It's going to select it for you. I want you to click on the move tool, and then I want you to click here. Now you can see it's moving, and click here as well. You can see it's moving. Now it centers it nicely around the ellipse, and that is also perfect. Now let's select both of them, put it in a group. Let's call it end, and then let's try, and then let's move it in the middle like that. Okay, let's move motor a little bit here. Let's move end a little bit in there, and then let's select in fact, let's move this out of it. Okay, so let's close it and let's see. Great. So only the name. Control T and then Control H. You can see we want it to be in the middle like this, centered nicely like that. And then let's try and then resize it a little bit more. I believe this is quite better. And then let's move it up also. Let's see. And that will also mean we have to resize this. Okay, a little bit more. Great. Now let's Control H, Control H, Control R to bring our rulers. Okay, and let's drag the ruler here. Let's drag the ruler here. Let's drag this here, and then let's drag this here. Guys, you can see it. Okay, let me put this over here. Let me open it like this, so you can see I made it hit here and hit here as well. Okay, now let's check whether our circle is also in the middle. You can see it also falls in the middle here like that nicely. Okay, so we have it almost set up for us now. Now the next thing I want us to do is to bring in the photo. So I am going here, over here. I'll drag the photo in there into Photoshop, and then I'll release it. Great. And then I also want to resize it a little bit more. Okay, and then enter. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to click it and I'm going to drag it underneath this one. Okay, that's the butterfly circle effect, whatever it is. Then like that. Great. The other thing I want to do is I am also going to click on the ellipse tool. Click on the ellipse tool. Now I am going to, you see over here, I'm going to trace it up until it hits this side as well. So I'm using my eyes to gauge this side and this side where they are going to meet. Okay, and I have a feeling it's going to be somewhere here. You don't need to guess it right. So I'm going to click the hold shift and then drag it. Okay, drag it like that. Now I believe I'm getting something quite like that, even not that. Now click on your move tool, okay, and click over here on the ellipse. Try and then move the black ellipse like that. Whatever color you get doesn't really matter, guys. Trust me, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now I feel like I have it now. Drag it up. This is the point I'm trying to make. Okay, I want it to fall under the entire ring. At least I want it to fall under the entire ring, if not exactly, at least. Okay, at least. So especially this side as well, this side. So I have a feeling this is good. I'm going to control and then click on this side and then hide it. Now I will click over here and then give it that. You see, I give it a mask and automatically picks it up nicely. And let's see, I think this is nice, guys. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Now let's bring the name. Click on the name, click on your move tool, or you can use V for shortcut, and then drag the name up a little bit. Now let's hide the ellipse over here, or you can even delete it. These two, you want to put it in a group, and then let's call it floral ring. In fact, you can even call it photo, right? Photo, we can call it photo. The other thing we want to start working on also has to do with you know, the details over here. Okay, the details over here, the order of service. This now you can see there are some few details we omitted. Let's add it to it. So let's click on our text tool and then type it over there and then paste it. Oh, Control A, yeah, paste it. Okay. So let's come over here and then the font size. We want to use a font that is very small. So let's just say yes, let's use 28. Okay, 28 is too big too. But then over here, let's use Montserrat Alternative. Guys, Montserrat Alternative. I'm going to leave it in the description for you. Montserrat Alternative. Let me use regular. And then let me push this here. Control T. And let's resize it. Okay, send it up. In fact, you want to go to paragraph and you want to make sure it is middle aligned. Okay, and then I don't think the regular is good. Let's give it semi-bold. Great. And then over here on the track, we want to give it a very a very big space, and so let's give it 300. And then I also think that the color is not really standing out. Let's give it color black. Let's see, I feel like black is standing out. Okay, so let's drag it up a little bit, and that is it. Now we also want to drag it into the name because it's one group. Okay, now let's click on our text tool again and then let's type here, and then let's go and pick order of service. Control C, and then let's paste it here. Now order of service, you want to click over here on the tracking and reduce it to 0. I feel like we should also use a different font for it. Okay, so the order of service, what you're going to do is you are still going to use the Kendall script demo nicely, and then we are going to keep the size maybe almost the exact size, if not that. I think it's too big, right? Let's give it maybe 10. 10 is also too small. Let's make it 15. I think 15 is better, and then let's move it here. Maybe 15 is not too good. Let's just increase it more, and I think this is great. Now let's click on it and let's go and pick the greenish color there for it as well. The greenish color, yeah, I think the greenish color works. Okay, Control H, Control T, and then let's make sure it is in the middle. Let's duplicate it and then let's bring it down. Double click it and give it, just type K over there. Now we are going to use a font I don't use often. It's called Oracle Swash, guys. Oracle Swash, and we are using K for it. Let's see. Control, and then let's see, Control T2, and then let's perhaps something like that. Drag it here. So you can see how the swash looks like. Now I feel like the swash is not really standing out, guys. So let's make it a little bit interesting. And to do that, we would have to double click it, and then let's give it a gradient overlay. Okay, and then let's set here to normal, guys. Let's set normal. Your opacity, let's set it to 100. Now click over here on the gradient, this side, double click it, and then give it this code AE8943. okay, over here, double click it, give it FFE8AF. okay, then over here, double click it, give it E8C470, and then okay. Now you can see it over here. I don't really like the way it looks here, so I'll try to maybe the angle. Now sky set here to reflect it. Nice. Make sure reverse is off, and then the angle over here, let's give the angle 150. Awesome. And then the scale here, let's give the scale 1010. Okay, but I don't like the where it is located, so I'll try and then bring it here. You can see it's moving here a little bit. Just move it there a little bit, move it there a little bit, move it there a little bit. I think this is better. Okay, and then maybe now we can increase it a little bit more. All right, so you can see it there, and then now maybe let's increase it more. Okay, so now you can see it over there. All right, and then it is 101. Let's click on OK. I feel like this is better. Let's put it in a group, and then let's call it order of service. Order of service. Awesome. The next thing we are going to work on is the order of service itself, the details itself. Let's pick the text tool, and then let's come here. Let's pick from here all the way to recession, and then Control C. Now click here and then Control V to paste it. Now you are seeing all this gibberish because it is Oracle script swash. Alright, now you want to set it to Montserrat. Okay, let's choose perhaps Montserrat over here, and we are going to use Montserrat medium, guys, medium over here. We also want to set the font to maybe, let's say 7. Let's see how it's going to look like. For now 7. Let's work with 7. Over here let's set it to 12. Okay, that is the leading. Let's set the leading to 12, and then the tracking, set it to 0. Let's give it color black to make it stand out more, and I think we are good with this. Let's Control 0 to see how it looks like. Click on your move tool and let's see how it looks like now. Okay, from the way it looks, I feel like we should send the photo and the name up a little bit more. Guys, remember I told you it's non-distractable. You can always come back and work on it. That is the beauty about it. And then the order of service. Let's zoom in. I feel like the details can come down a little bit. And then let me see how it looks like. There's still less space here. So what are we going to do? What we are going to do now is let's see how we can reduce the space. Let's give it 11. Nice. Okay, and I also feel like it is really let's see. I feel like it is too close to the name, the order of service, so let me bring it down a little bit more so people know that this is associated. Let's bring the name also up a little bit more. Okay, people now know that the name, this is one group, the name and the date, this is another thing altogether. If it's together too much like that, it steals the beauty out of it. So this is better. Control H to bring the lines. Now the lines, guys, this is what we are going to do. We are going to pick this Tango 2 and then click here, drag it all the way to the far ends over there, and then release it. Great. And then the fill over here, set it to no fill. Now the stroke over here, we'll work on the stroke color very soon, but the size over here, guys, the size, man, the size is very important. I want you to use 6 for the size. Let's see. Okay, so now you can see 6 for the size. This is very important. And then let's go here. Now I want you to go to gradient. Okay, now we don't use this one often. Okay, but let's use that one. Double click this side, and then we are going to give it some color codes over here as well. The first one we are going to do is over here. Let's click and type D9 AA4F. Okay, click on the middle here, maybe somewhere here. Double click it. Let's give it FDE9A1. Okay, and then let's close this one and let's drag this one over here. Now let's see how it looks like. You can see it's changing over here. And then the angle, let's leave the angle like that. We don't really need anything with the angle. Let's leave it linear here as well. And then the scale, maybe let's push the scale up perhaps a little bit more. Okay, maybe around half of it won't be bad. Now Control H. we can see the effect in there. I want you to duplicate it. Control T. Let's go down, and then let's try and resize it. Good. Let's drag this one up. All right, and then let's try and then let's try and then make it fit together like that. Let's put it in a group. Let's call it Dash. Arrival. I think we should add arrival to order of service. What do you think? So guys, we are almost done. The last thing we are going to work on are two important things. Okay, that last two, I mean, the first one is I want us to bring it in there. All right, and since there's less space over here, I want us to drag it all the way down somewhere here. Enter, and then duplicate it again, and then push it somewhere here. Okay, and then let's put it in a group. Let's call it BG, and then let's drag it down. I feel like we should drag it down. Right? It's not really going to make any difference. Let's drag it down. Okay, now you can see it is making the whole artwork more richer and better, and I feel like this is good. Now let's open it on let me see, let's click over here underneath them. Let's click over here, and then let's go and pick this. Now let's drag it into Photoshop, and then I want us to resize it. Okay, great. Now I want us to drag it like that. Exactly. Let's see. Do something like this. Enter. Okay. Let's push it here a little bit. Okay. Great. So you can see there are some few stuff in there. I think this is great. Duplicate it and then drag it this way as well. So you can see some few stuffs are also showing here. I think this is good. Okay, now over here I want you to click on, select it, click on mask, and then come and pick let's move up a little bit. Come and pick your brush. Okay, your brush, set here to color black, here to normal, choose a soft round brush, click on general brushes, pick your soft round brush, set the hardness to 0, opacity and flow to 100 each, and click on this side. Make sure caps lock is off, and then increase the size a little bit. Now we just want to focus on this side, that side, you know, that side and this side. You want to focus on this side to clean this side too. Okay, so we are cleaning almost half of the canvas. Okay, now you can see it over here. The black side is what we have cleaned. I think this is also good. The next thing is I want to give it some, maybe you can use exposure, you can use curve depending on what you want. I'll use exposure, and then I'll just drag. Let me zoom in so I see it clearly. Okay, I want you to see it well. Click on my move tool. Now over here, exposure. Okay, double click it. All right, now I want you to move it here. Oh no, let's go here. Move it here a little bit. Okay, it brings the white out. It brings the white, and I don't want to send it too much that you lose all the entire details. Okay, so maybe plus 0.22. Okay, it's good. Now you can see the details in there still, just that it makes it a little bit whiter, and I think that is what is good. Now let me see this one. Okay, I don't want the golden in there to really conflict with the text, so I'm going to click over here, click on my brush, reduce it a little bit, set here to color white, and then mask on it. Okay, well, I don't want there to be any gold in the background. It's really going to take all the details out. Now if your client says it's too small, you can resize it and then resize everything else again, and then just continue working around it. So I'm going to put all this also in the group. I'm going to put, including this one as well, sorry, put them in the group of the background. Okay, now let's see. both this order of service, no, let's do borders out, name and photo, these three things. Okay, select them, Control T. All right, and then let's just resize it a little bit more. Okay, great. Control H. Now you want to make sure photo is in the let's zoom in. It's in the middle. Photo is in the middle. Also, you want to send photo up a little bit more. Okay, good. The name, you want to make sure name is in the middle. You also want to set it up a little bit more. Order of service, Control T, and then let's resize it. Let's check whether it's down there. Okay, so we can even resize it more, making it extra bigger. Control T, let's make sure it's in the middle as well. And guys, this is how you design something like this. It's quite simple, right? If you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Now guys, I know you are very busy, you don't have the time and all those stuff. I have designed pre-templates for you, many templates. I have birthday templates, a lot of them. They are bundles actually. I have funeral templates, I have a mix of church templates. There are a lot of them, PSD files already designed, professionally made, guys. Now if you need them, I want you to jump to the description. You will see some seller link over there. Click on it. It will show you all the templates that you need to get for your quick if you're also interested in the graphic design course that will make you a professional, I have that one too for you. See you in the next video. Peace.